Head coach Mack Brown standing by with Lowell Galindo.
So we're here in the Texas Players Lounge with Mack Brown, and let's see. I thought the program was on the decline. You were supposed to retire, but yet again, it's a top 5 recruiting class for your Texas Longhorns. How'd you do it, Coach?
It is the University of Texas. It's a great place. We hired a tremendous staff with a lot of new energy last year. We've got the thing headed back where we want it to go, and I think it's just a matter of time. And we're a better football team tonight than we were this morning because of the addition of the 28 guys today. And we showed that video to our current players this afternoon, and they were excited because they know that these young guys, like last year's freshmen, can come in and help us win.
Well, we've been calling Shiro Davis, the commitment from the number 12 defensive end in Louisiana, one of the surprises on signing day. You like to say it's not so much of a surprise, maybe a little bit of a switch, but why isn't it a surprise to yourself?
Well, you go back and look at the recruiting process, and all of the schools basically recruit most of these guys for a year and a half. And definitely, we've been working on juniors for the last 3 weeks. We have a junior day in 10 days. So I mean, not much is a surprise anymore. And one of the more difficult things for fans to understand, to help them understand their coach today, it's very difficult to come out with the right numbers because you're not sure whether a guy will come or not. Now, Shiro came to camp. Shiro had a relationship with Coach Bo Davis when he was at Alabama. Bo knows a lot of the coaches in Louisiana. Stacy Searles used to recruit North Louisiana when he was at LSU. So we have a lot of relationships over there. We've signed some guys that have played great for us from Shreveport. Then Shiro came over for an unofficial visit with his mom. Then Shiro came back for an official visit. So there was obviously a tremendous amount of interest. And I think the biggest thing was that this is a league that throws the ball a lot, and he feels like he is a dominant pass rusher, similar to a Brown Arakpo. So in his heart, in the end, that's what he really wanted to do.
Backfield now, Jonathan Gray, Mack Brown, Joe Bergeron. What do you think?
I think we're in great shape with our young running backs, and we're sitting there a year ago with a transition change. You got to get better up front. We helped ourselves last year and this year in the offensive line. You got to bring in great backs because they can make those offensive line look like they're blocking better than they are, and encourage those guys to block better when the running backs are running so hard, being so tough. And Jonathan's dad, James, played at Texas Tech for Spike Dykes as a great running back. In fact, at one time, he rushed for about 285 yards in a bowl game against Duke in the Hall of Fame Bowl in Birmingham. He knows that it takes more than one great back. Number one, to take care of his son, because he doesn't want him touching it 45 times a game in a league like this. But number two, to have a great team. And Jonathan's won multiple state championships. His dad gets it. Spike Dykes was a great coach. His mom gets it. They want to win national championships, but they understand you can't do that unless you have a lot of great players around you, not just one back.
And if this coach, this class holds on in the top 3, it's going to be the 5th top 3 class over the past 7 years for this man right here, Mack Brown. Coach, we appreciate it.
Thanks, Lowell.
Derek, back to you.